What's up, guys? I was just checking in to confirm that I was working on trying to get my SSA and EBT back. They told me to send them a paper. I think it was a ENT activity report. They told me to send that back to them. And once they told me to send that back to them, they told me that, I was just saying, like, in case of a situation where I told you guys about the wave frequencies and the scatter frequencies. Well, I have a paper about the frequencies, and so whenever I have a paper about the frequencies, seems like I was talking about the other emails I got, scattered frequencies and wave scattered frequencies, and the new frequencies coming in behind the other frequencies of the video what I was talking about. It makes me have bad problems. Like if I was gonna go to have buy the ice cream or something, I ran into a person that was a counter. I came to social services. I was telling you guys about that, and that I know that it was in these frequencies path be handled. And you know what I'm saying? And other help I can have, I'll seek to get that as well, such as EBT and SSA. As being a lawyer on behalf of them, I read the paper pretty thoroughly, and I've done defining that and putting that into terms. And they was asking me how I was going to get the money to deposit the check inside the ENT activity report, and they asked me a very serious and sort of kind of suspicious question on short notice, and they discontinued my benefits, and that's going to add up to me to be a core belief to go ahead and purchase the check with ADE, a song, and things out on HTML leaks, like I told Mr. Rick, or what I will say Principal Rick, in the situation of Coach Corey, Coach Jesse, Coach Scott, or any other situation. How I like to see things, mental health and DDP wise, to give me a good recommendation to I always keep my nose clean and stay positive outside here, walking on the sidewalk and things. Another thing is that I was like to think that, people wouldn't do things that was get them in trouble or get me out of my comfort zone with my social anxiety inside the program, and those things are what's happened and what still are happening. It would be hard for me to do those worksheet and press these times. I think that Mr. Corey is kind of trying to sort of be a pest, and that I really like it, and that I didn't know how to come to these things. To us, that's why I know we do not govern. So that's why I was take the problem to legal aid, and that I know the SSA, EBT will come at them outside of, the program on my behalf with legal aid, and they will handle that situation for me instead of involving you into that mess and acting like there was no type of a problem or being something that could kick me out of the program or push me away. When I'm really found finding being into this program and owning my own business and having all that proof that I do own my own business and that I don't know what music you guys would be interested in, but I'm interested in rap and hip hop, and that Death Row Records, this is my music page. And I own that, and there was some shows where it says a BET show. I have the check on there, so such as many other Facebook pages. What represents verification for other authorization that that the check will deposit. Also, I got a website. Wikipedia. I'm working on another DVD with another mixtape album what I have out. I'm working on a lot of things, so I'm pretty important. So this would be something small and petty that someone would do was never get away. And have all the authorizations to back it up. So this is me. This is the name of my album, my song. My mixtape. Well, I got a DVD that I'm working with it. This would be me. I have 363 subscribers and more than that. And I manage and market myself very different from other people. And things like that. So purporting I'm not just talking about things. I'm actually really doing them in my life. And so I don't want no one to harm me or hurt me any type of way. So I sat here, went ahead and took the liberty of copyrighting my things and getting things handled how I could. And did things what I can do for myself and was go to legal aid. SSA wants me to let's try to get SSI EBT back, and they know that I'm going to direct deposit and cash that check. They work with me, and I have the paperwork, and I got a little bit more work to do on that, so it's coming to you. And I didn't want to feel haste or pressed for time. Mr. Sean told me that the program, or Principal Sean, lasts for a lot of things what you needed. And I we'll talk about social anxiety, core beliefs, and coping, things like that. I had a mental substance, so I got out, so I have so many coping problems or anything like that. And I don't work. I turned it into Mr. Gordon and let him see it, or I would say Coach Gordon. And that's what I needed to do was get a license, another ID, and it was pretty frustrating riding the bus. It was kind of hard to get there. I was tired, and it was just out of my way, and it was pretty freezing. And it didn't have to be because I know it's Mr. Kevin's giving people a ride, and Mr. Rick does. I don't know if you do, Mr. Sean, still. But that I was like the hope that you did, and that and that if you did do so, I always try to get a ride to get one of those faster. Once when I get that, someone will send me the money. What me and SSA and EBT was having a problem with the ENT report. They wanted to know how I was going to get the money, and they didn't do this and do that, and so I put these two things together, and I go inside the EBT and SSA, and I tell them that this and that, and they may give me my money or my things back. But other than that, I won't need them. And I can show you some couple papers where I owe them a little money and things like that. And that I can pay them back for that and understand those terms as a lawyer. And that they are taking this very serious whenever I say things like someone encountered me here or there. And so that I was going to tell you guys that I wasn't going to too much leave people alone because I was concerned for myself. I was concerned that they would come somewhere and harm me, all just aside, any other place. And I didn't like that. I didn't want that to happen to me. To see things when I see on TV happen to my personal life, I didn't want to think that things like that would happen to me. And that, so I try to take that serious, and that they are too. And that, like, I just, encounter after encounter and rudeness after rudeness, and some things, I can understand the good in the program, but there's a lot of bad in the program, and negative energy coming from 2 or 3 scattered frequencies, a wave pattern of this frequency. And I call that the MT frequency because it's different from the last one where I've told you guys about the problem I was having and things like this and things like that. So I hope, things won't go as bad. For me about this whole situation that check cashes and everything goes well. I don't owe them the money, and then I don't need to get this and don't need to get that. Now I have that money about 3 weeks, and about 3 weeks I can order those checks, and they can get here about 2 weeks, and then they'll guarantee direct deposit instead of feeling I am not worthy of my core beliefs. And feeling like I can't reverse my core beliefs or my inner dreams using my unconscious and subconscious mind and things like that to bring all actual things in reality, like Mirza saying he says.